The song Break Open by Desperation Band off the Banner record is one of those songs that you really want to dig into. It's a really tricky little verse part. It took a while for me to learn it, but once you've got it, what a great part. So it's very intuitive. There's a few little bits and pieces where the bass player kind of took liberty to play some interesting little changes, which I really like on the whole record. And for the most part, I guess if you're here trying to learn this song, you want to learn it exactly like the guy played it on the record. So if you're playing this in church on Sundays, you can definitely simplify it. I would, if I were you, take the chart that you get for your song chart that's got your chords on top of your lyrics, or if you have a number chart or whatever you have at church. And if you find the verses too tricky to learn and you don't want to have to spend a lot of time learning these particular parts that were on the record, go ahead and just play the root notes that you see on your chord sheet and you'll be fine for those verses. The other parts are all pretty solid driving eighth notes, and because the songs are really quick, it's at 128 BPM. It feels like they're 16th notes, like Hosanna or one of those slow songs where you're playing really like, but that's just eighth notes because the tempo is so quick. So that's it. Tune up your bass, watch this music video, and let's get started. So as you can tell on the music video, we're out for the first verse. We come in the second verse, there's a thunder, and we come in with a riff that goes, so you count the top of the bar where the verse would start, it'd be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. So you only come in on the and there, so it's 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Let's look at the part. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and. On the and of 3, we come in right over here with a B. That's going to be, we're in the key of A, by the way. So we're starting with our B over here. And we're going to go, so it's a 2 chord. It's going to be B, C sharp, and then up to your A, and then down to your E. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that happens 4 times, and after the 4th one, we're going to play a little walking down part. So it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. So it's 1 and 2, and that's going to be F sharp. 1 and that's going to be on F sharp on the D string right over here, and it's going to be on the 16th fret. 1 and 2 and 3, and on the and of 3, we're going to go down to E, and then down to C sharp, and down to F sharp. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and then we're going to walk down to the next part. It's going to go like this. It's going to go down to our E on the 12th fret. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. It's just an octave really. It's 1 up to your B and then up to your high E over there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and then we're going to play the riff 2 more times. But we're going to start with our A over here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3. And that's going to hit us into our chorus. Now I know those are just parts that I threw at you, and they'll make sense once you're listening to the actual melody and the lyrics of that verse. But go ahead, practice it with the loop, because that's the best way to learn it, is just learn it as a riff part that you can learn by ear. It's something that once you know it, and once you've played it a few times through the riff, and through with the loop slowly, and then once you've got it up to speed, you'll know it in your head, and you'll know when that part comes in exactly what to do, like I did on the music video. I pretty much learned it off by heart so that I didn't have to really look at my chart, and I got it wired up and got it ready to roll. So go ahead, practice that verse, and we'll talk about this first chorus. 2, 3, 4.